thank y'all for coming. This is our foundations team, and I'm Donna Harbin, and this is for my EDS class 615 in my educational specialist degree. And I want to talk to you today about school learning climate survey that I asked you to complete a couple of weeks ago. I've analyzed that data, and I'd like to go over that data with you for just a few minutes and share some of the outcomes that I discovered. You'll click the. First of all, every time you begin your lesson with a class, you have expectations and outcomes. Our expectations and outcomes are to respect our time together as learners, focus on what will make us meaning Weaver Elementary, better. We're going to support one another, and we're going to evaluate the school culture and climate data from the faculty survey. And then we can share our thoughts and ideas to promote school improvement. This information was based on our 2018-19 Weaver Elementary demographics. We are all Weaver Elementary. Just some of the demographics. We have a total enrollment of 615 students. We have 325 males, 290 females. Our minorities are, we are 16% represented by Black population, 3% Hispanic, 78% white, and 1% other. Our free and reduced population is at 67%. We have greater than 20% of our student population has been identified as special education students. The survey was completed by 22 of our faculty members. Thank you very much for completing those. And when I added up the total years of experience in Weaver Elementary, based on the 22 faculty members, we have 341 years of teaching experience, which is huge. That's a lot of education that we're providing for our students. And one of the quotes that I heard, and I'm going to share that with you, is not one of us is ever as smart as all of us. So if we take this 341 years and put that towards the education of our children, we should see some of the gaps that we've seen in our Scantron data, in our STAR data, and other pieces of data that we study when we meet for our data meetings, completely reduce in size and close that gap. And I love that little fellow with the glasses. Mm-hmm. Learning for all, and that's what I felt like would be a good focus for this PowerPoint. And if we implementing the 7 correlates of effective schools, we're going to, and this is what our survey looked at: safe and orderly environment, climate of high expectations for success, instructional leadership, a clear and focused mission, opportunities to learn and student time on task, frequently monitoring of student progress, and home and school relationships. This is from Lorenzo's book. This is from my textbook that these correlations came from. And I think we're ahead of the game, especially with the foundations team that we have here, because we have began this summer working on a clear and focused. You should go ahead and open the door. Thank you. We've been working on, through your foundations team and our CHAMPS team, of providing a clear and focused mission for Weaver Elementary. These were some of the questions that kind of stood out to me. I wanted to focus on the safe and orderly environment, and that is we're going to provide orderly and purposeful atmosphere which is free from the threat of physical or emotional harm. Bullying is real, and it is emotionally harmful to our students and our teachers. The question: this school is a safe place to work. One person strongly disagreed. I don't know who that teacher is, but we need to reach out to them if that is a concern. Maybe it was marked in error, but if it's not, I want our teachers, just like our children, to feel like they're safe and welcome. You know, Weaver, we have on our banner for we're welcome, worthy, and wanted at Weaver Elementary School. We had 5 that agreed that this is a safe place to work, and 16 strongly agreed. Students at our school fight a lot. 18 out of the 22 either strongly disagreed or disagreed. And we had 4 that's not sure, and only 1 that agreed that the students in this school fight a lot. Teachers are able to deter bullying behavior among students. No one disagreed with that. We had 1 teacher that was unsure, and then 17 agreed and 5 strongly agreed that teachers worked very hard, and I commend you for your hard work to deter bullying, because that's where it starts, is in the classroom, in the hallways when you're with them. But y'all do an amazing job of deterring that and changing the focus of that bullying. Some children carry guns or knives to school. Again, we had 20 strongly or just regularly disagreed to or unsure. This one is a concern of mine. I address bullying behavior at least once a month. And we have 10 teachers that address bullying at least once a month. As an administrator, that's a strong concern of mine, that 10 teachers are monthly having to address bullying. So I think that should be a focus area that we look at as to, is it a certain age group, is it a certain time or a day? I think this deserves more information for me to look at as the assistant principal to research into. The climate of high expectations for our success. I respect the students. 5 agree, 17 disagree. Not only do you respect the students, these children know that you love and respect them. And in turn, they love and respect you, and they look up to you as their leader, their mama, their everything from the time they walk in these doors to the time they leave. Teachers of this school care whether or not the students are successful. Again, I hope this was one that maybe just marked the box wrong, but that stood out to me. I just want to make sure that we're okay, and that if there's a concern, hopefully we can bring it to attention and we can get that resolved. Teachers at this school work to foster a supportive climate for the students. Again, all of us either agree or strongly disagree. Strongly agree or agree. And I think the Paul's mentoring that we have in place is a huge area that shows the care and the love that we have for our children, and the way that we go to make that special effort to bond with children that are not just within our classroom, and we do that monthly. And our children really look forward to it. They are so excited about that time. And then, are we preparing our students to become productive citizens? We had 1 that disagreed, 7 agreed, and 14 strongly agreed. And basically, that's what our job is. We're preparing them for tomorrow, the workforce of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow. And so I think, yes, we're doing a great job. Instructional leadership. We work with instructional effectiveness. We are instructional leaders. We weekly have grade level meetings. We do team building activities. The Paul's mentoring is a huge success for our students. Our Big Brothers and Big Sisters program has been phenomenal. That Tawana Barnes, our counselor, has set up. Our foundations, PST, our Bearcat ambassadors, and our champs. This just has leadership all over this slide. So, thank you for your leadership. That's where it all started. Opportunities to learn and student time on task. We schedule and try our best to have uninterrupted AO time for academic opportunity. We plan and work together as a team to strategically plan core instruction blocks. We have team goals in place, shared planning, we have vertical planning. We have vertical planning data meetings, grade level data meetings monthly. So we are always looking at our children. We don't look at them at the beginning of the year and the end of the year and not worry about the in-between. I see y'all out in the hall talking every day, did you see this or have you noticed this? So we're always strategically planning and building for our students. A clear and focused mission. We have a shared commitment of instructional goals. We prioritize our time. We follow assessment procedures. And we share in our accountability, and we're responsible for that, and we take ownership. And I'm very pleased to see that. And I like Vince Lombardi, and it said individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a society work, and civilization work. And that's individual commitment. And that's individual commitment from each and every one of us, the students, the parents, the teachers, the bus drivers, the lunchroom ladies, and all of us working together is what I believe is what's made Weaver Elementary great and our students great. Next steps. See our little guy leaving out, he's headed for the future when he's a grown man. We're just the baby steps that get him on the right path. So do you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas? Okay. And this is just, if you're interested, this is where I got my information if you'd like to know more about it. And thank you for your time and listening. I appreciate it. And I appreciate what you do for Weaver Elementary. Thank you.